With Malcolm in there right now, it's given us some flexibility. He doesn't have to start right away. It's going to give us the flexibility to kind of bring him along, which I think is good with him. But he's definitely going to have a role in our 3 and 4 wide, and maybe even in some 2 wide packages. But he's got real talent. He's working at it.
Obviously, he's got size, but what else? There's distinctive qualities about him.
He's big, and he's fast, and he's got real good hands. So that's why he was rated the way he was rated out of high school. And he's still learning, and he's 240 pounds. So I was concerned about his weight until Coach Jackson said, they put him in we have what we call a bod pod here that measures density and body fat. He's about as lean as you can get. I mean, that's just him. And he's just a big dude. So, because of that, he's carrying it well. And, we'll see. We'll see what the plans are for him. We'll bring him along. He'll play this year, but, he doesn't have the pressure on him, I think, right now because of how Malcolm's playing.
Coach, you said the backup quarterbacks, you look on film from Saturday night and see where they're at, see how they play with the first teams, second teams. Can you talk about where you feel they're at?
No, we evaluate all of them, so we haven't made a decision on any of the quarterbacks at this point. So they're still going.
Last year you set a date for when you name a starter. That's a backup. Is there any date you're going to set?
I'm not setting a date this year.
Okay.
Last year's situation, I don't know if you know this.
I understand different.
Last year's situation is a little bit different than right now.
Yes, sir.
So, no.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yes, sir.
Sorry about that. But
that's okay. That's why I asked.
It's kind of a fluid deal. Challenged them a little bit. They hit the wall, last couple of days. This is usually where, guys really haven't been through this. A lot going on, and so they were a little bit down today, but we challenged them. Tomorrow's our last 2-a-day practice, so we got to get through tomorrow. They got to get through tomorrow. They got to push themselves through tomorrow mentally and physically, and then we'll begin preparation for a game really Thursday.
Where has Johnny improved the most from spring drills to now?
I think his overall knowledge of the offense. Where he is and his ability to think during the play, being able to give him a little bit more flexibility to change plays, understanding defenses, and he's worked on the mechanics with his feet. So I think there's a lot of things that we sat down and talked about how he can improve, and he's approached it, and like I said, his attitude and his focus has been good during camp.
Anything else? Some of your freshman corners that have gotten a lot of reps, Noel Ellis, Tavares Garner, guys like that. What have they shown you?
They've shown the ability to cover sometimes and get beat sometimes. That's what freshman corners do. So they're talented. They just don't know everything yet. And when you play against Mike Evans, it's not good all the time. So Tavares has got real talent. We've played Victor Davis at their corner too, a little bit. He's got a lot of talent. Noel is playing some nickel. So those young guys have had a lot of turns. Alex Caesar has played a lot. So we're giving them turns because after our first couple guys, we just got to kind of figure out where we are with backups and who's playing, and they're all competing, they're all learning, but they're learning against some pretty good players too, and that's good. Competition makes them all better.
Did they arrive with short memories, or is that something you're going to have to teach them?
I don't know. We try to teach them that, but the way Mike Evans talks to them, it's not very nice, and he is unmerciful on practice. So, it's everybody's not him. And I tell those guys, there's everybody's not 6'5", 230 can do that. So.
And he's just a sophomore.
Well,
yeah.
He's a good player. So he was just a freshman last year, and he seemed to be all right.
Any movement on Everett and Raven this year?
How plays have you been with Clay Honeycutt, Coach?
You know what? He has, along with Malcolm, has really improved. You know, he is a guy who didn't see the field. I didn't know if he was going to ever play here. We challenged him, and he got better in the spring. Has been steady, and he's gonna. I mean, he's competing to play right now, to really get on the field and try to push this. I mean, he is. He's right there, and so I'm really happy with his progress. And you know, in the next week and a half will determine, you know, how much he's going to play in that first game, and then after that, how much he's going to play during the year.
All right.
Okay, we're good.
Coach, thanks.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thanks.